It's great to be here today, and thank you, Jane, for organising another fantastic event. I was fortunate to attend one of these in Sydney back in I think May or June last year, and there's certainly a good day, and it's actually refreshing to be amongst an audience of like-minded people. If I can borrow from that great 20th century philosopher Kermit the Frog, sometimes it's not easy being green. And here we are at the dawn of the great energy transition. And at that last event that I attended, Jane, there was a great saying that one of the speakers got up and said, "Do you think that during the Industrial Revolution, going back 250 years, that people realised that they were at the dawn of a great transition for mankind?" They probably didn't. And here we are at the dawn, at the very beginning of another great transition. Not just energy, but we're now seeing buzzwords like AI and new energy and critical materials. And these are all things that all of us here, as investors and speculators and hopefully producers, are trying to capitalise on. And I think one of the things that I wanted to implant today, talking about IEC, is that we have a very strong vision. I mean, I think that we all look at things like the spot price. But if we look out beyond that, that we have a very strong vision that whatever we think we need, we're actually going to need more. And that's why it's great to have colleagues here talking about lithium brine and Arizona and Saskatchewan and little IEC. We're only a 5 million market cap, we're a minnow, but we're looking to grow. We have 3 projects that we're working on at the moment, 2 in Western Australia and 1 in Canada. We probably jumped into Canada at the end of the cycle, arriving there in July last year to forest fires and other problems, and weren't able to complete our first round of exploration. But we're very, very excited about our Llama Lithium project into the medium term. We've had a project in Western Australia for some years now, affectionately known as Yalgara, which we've been working on and made great strides at the back end of last year. And over there we have our principal geologist, Mr. Todd Hibbert, who's just come back out of the field. Todd progressed Yalgara at a rapid rate in the second half of last year. We've identified some drill targets. We have that old problem, the old chestnut of getting heritage clearance, and unfortunately we have 2 competing Indigenous groups covering our ground. They refuse to work with each other and refuse to go out to site at the same time. So we have some work to do there to smooth that path over. More importantly though, we acquired at the end of last year a project that we're calling Lake Johnson near TG6. We're very excited about the prospectivity of this area for both lithium and gold. And what I'd actually like to do is I'd like to call the man himself, Mr. Todd Hibbert, our principal geologist, up to talk, who's just come out of the field and can tell you what he saw. Thank you very much, Todd.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Yeah, so I've literally just returned from Lake Johnson last Thursday, and we've got a team down there at the moment doing a full tenement-wide soil sampling survey for geochemistry, and we're also just literally started a LiDAR survey over the tenement. So the reason that we're attracted so much to Lake Johnson, and the reason that we're looking there, is because recently TG Metals discovered a new lithium deposit about 25 kilometres north in the same rocks, and then even more recently, Charger Minerals found a deposit there last year a bit further southwest. That deposit is currently being advanced, but all of the tenements that Charger Minerals had, they've done a joint venture with Rio Tinto. So we like the idea that Rio Tinto's in the region, and they've got the tenement immediately south of us. And then immediately north of us, there's a Lake Day lepidolite deposits. So the main reason that we're focused there is because it's like the start of a new lithium province. Unfortunately for me, TG Metals found a lithium deposit on tenements I actually managed for 10 years because we weren't looking for lithium, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. But good luck to them, and I hope they do very, very well, because that will lead us forward as well. So a bit about the project. As I said, we've done a large soil sampling survey. We're doing LiDAR and we're doing detailed aeromagnetics, and we're also applying for drill clearances because we've already identified about 10 pegmatites. We've done some rock chip samples of those pegmatites, and those pegmatites have very high levels of niobium and tantalum. And tantalum sitting at about 200 parts per million, and niobium is about 400 parts per million. So that's telling us that we're right in that zone, and we've identified 2 or 3 fertile granitoids. So we're pretty sure we're in the right place, and so really our only task now is to get our drill clearances. I've just been down there and had a day in the field with a heritage liaison officer, and they're more than happy for us to start drilling. So we've just got to actually do the survey, but we've basically cleared the ground already. So that's the path forward for us. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.